Hi mga kauban, my name is Andy Patania Matthew. Join me as we learn and unlearn things and make new discoveries. This is Andy's Coveries. In today's episode, mga kauban, we have someone whose story is not just about music, but about hope and strength. She has started writing songs at the age of 13, evolved as an artist, but she's also walked through a path that many women face sometimes in silence. So in 2023, she was diagnosed with breast cancer and she's chosen to bring light, awareness, and voice to that experience. Let's welcome to the show, Lourdes.
Hello! Hi guys!
Hi! Happy Pink October!
Happy Pink October!
How are you?
I'm good, praise God. Padayon, yes.
Before we go to that part of your life, let's talk about your journey first as an artist.
Yes.
How did you discover your voice and your passion for music, man?
I remember like vaguely, but kanang back when I was in elementary, I've always wanted to sing, dance. I was never trained because my parents were very like strict, like academics, focus, anin, ana. So during that time, it was always a requirement nga dapat naka sa honor roll. Like for you to be able to like join extracurricular activities at school, if na yung mga shows, you have to make sure your grades are good. So it was a balance of both. But I knew I wanted, like I had like this love for music in me. Kay kanagaling sinutian sa una nga kanag yung saba kay ka mag-CR or maligo. Magkanta gyud ko sa CR. So that's whenever people ask me if I did training, that was mainly it, just singing in the shower. And then songwriting is something I stumbled upon when I was 13 na in high school. But it's always been a love for music, just singing, listening, learning stories from different musicians of how they bring music to life and how music brings life to the people they share the music with.
So if you could trace back your earliest childhood memories of what you wanted to be when you grow up, singer ba gyud ang imong itubag sa una?
Dili pod. I always just wanted to be happy. Kana lang yun.
Sila naka-simple.
Yes, because I grew up during a time where kana galing the rise of mga broad ang mga tao. So,
mag-nursing tanan.
So, it was always injected in my head before nga, okay, mo take kag nursing, pahimo kang mas maayo nga mahimo kang nurse mo ato kag abroad.
Yeah, mo sa ning gusto sa imong parents for you?
Initially, that was what they wanted for me. Or my mom is in the kanang accounting field man before. So, mas maayo if you know, you go through accountancy, become a CPA and then a CPA lawyer. Or kanang pasiganahan ka nga magpolsay ka, abogado ka, may man ka mamaba kana. And it was a lot of input from everyone, but generally for me, I never really had this, and I'd like to think of it as a good thing. In terms of I never had like a set direction of what I wanted to be because I wanted to leave that free space to be able to really live my life. Basta ang goal is to be happy in terms of being content with whatever I have, in terms of leaving an impact wherever I can, in terms of building something, probably a legacy where kanang makaingon ko nga, okay, life was worth living because I got to build something. It gave an impact to a lot of people, and I served my purpose.
Pero what course did you end up taking in college?
In college, I took up management from UP.
Okay, so dili nursing, dili accountancy.
Dili. Okay, so the thing with the whole college thing was, I also didn't plan on going to like UP for college.
Accidental rasad to.
It was more of rebellion. Kay pag-college, like, patake ko different schools. And then after that, you know, my parents were asking, okay, like, unsa man nga eskwelahan, ani na You can pick anywhere. Kanang typical lang gid nga kuan prejudice sila nga. Pero kanang if possible like okay rag dili lang ka mag-UP. Ana lang ba? So
mo tayo mo gitake.
So during that time ang good, I applied for a theater nga course or for a theater degree sa Manila. There was a university in Manila nga nag-offer sila og what you call this?
Performing arts, something like that.
For performing arts scholarship. And then I qualified for it.
Unya.
But the thing is, it doesn't cover like the dorm, like staying there. It doesn't cover all of the possible expenses. So niya na akong parents nga, no, dili pwede. So ako kay di man sa ko purely botan, wa man sa ko ni claim. Yeah, I was very young and I did not have enough wisdom. Kuan ko, without like properly consulting them, ko nga, I'll go to UP. And then I went to school sa UP.
Okay.
Which is a big plot twist and a big part of my growth. So, I still think nga I was meant to be there. I was meant to grow as a person there and I did like learn so much. And a big part of my principles na build po na ako studying in UP.
So, ang imuhang singing career, like you found your voice in the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
As a child, kaya mo
Yes.
kantag yun ka, no? You were that kind of child.
Shower, kaya may shower,
So,
nagkabo-kabo raman.
Pero imong journey as a songwriter, nagsugod in high school.
High school, first year high school. Ato nga time, since grabe naman kong mga extracurricular, one of our, I think my science teacher, who was also a theater actor, invited me to go to a songwriting workshop. And then, invite siya nako, kabawagid ko nga, di ko sugtan sa akong mama. Di ko sugtan sa akong mama, attend og songwriting workshop, kay overnight siya. O niya, school night niya. Ano ba, nag-think na ko. Pero sugtan ko niya, kung kuyog akong best friend. So akong, like, ato nga time, si Jarika Chudorico, really, like, near and dear friend of mine, ever since elementary, tigsuwat na siya kanta. So, perfect kayo nga. Okay, we got an invitation for a songwriting workshop, kuyog ni Jarika. So, we did the songwriting workshop. That's when we met Jude Gitamondok. That's where I got to write my first song ever. And then, from then on, naka-build na pod ko og love and appreciation for songwriting. Kana.
Kinsa man imuhang musical influences growing up, and how did that lead you to your branding, neo soul, R&B, hip hop?
Growing up, honestly, ang pinaka first nga grabe og impact for me was really Britney Spears.
Oh baby.
So, yes.
Wala matawad.
I had the cassette tapes before. Ako gid ang type nga kanang side A, side B, ako na og lapis, balik na pod, gali. And then, not a lot of people know. And it's something that I hope there's no footage na ever, but I joined Little Miss Philippines.
Oh, really?
I joined Little Miss Philippines. I got till the semifinals.
Ni kanta ka Britney.
Ni kanta ko Britney.
Unsa man na song?
Oh baby, hit me baby one more time. Anagid nga. Naagid ko kanang
Head.
Yeah, but it's not an actual thing. Himo sa akong mama headband, gibutangan na og wire kay para naalang ing effect nga mura gid kog si Britney Spears nga superstar. Yes. And
dapat makitan gito nga footage.
Hinaot wala na. But I performed that one, and then of course semifinals wala na ko na-appeal sa finals. I remember gid ko nga I knew from then nga I was never afraid to like fail. I just wanted to keep trying because ningon gid akong mama nga after I performed wala man ko na-appeal sa finals. Giduol na ko ang coordinator. Ko nga Miss, when ko pwede mo appeal balik?
Grabe yung fighting spirit.
Kanang when ko mo perform balik? Alagyod. Ana siya before, but ayaw niyo pangitaa, please.
Pero how did you go or find yourself to be identified as Lourdes now sa imuhang branding, sa imong genre of music?
It's really like a build up of like years of kanang learning my sound as a musician, as well as like my brand as an artist. It takes like I take a lot of it from my influences. So mga later influences na ako, like after like Britney Spears, kay I really was into like Beyonce, Destiny's Child, Rihanna.
Very batang 90s.
Yes, Shakira, and then it built up. I learned more, like mas na-expand akong music nga palette. I listened to Ella Fitzgerald, nagkuhan po ko nila Amy Winehouse, on the more recent ones kay a lot of R&B and hip-hop. Mainly sa akong hip-hop influences, I really like listen and know like the back of my hand majority of the songs of Eminem. Not a lot of people know that also, but mugin na ako ang sound nga gipaminaw, and that's also helped me mold like my sound as an artist.
Now that we've already discovered the roots of your journey as an artist, when we return, I hope you don't mind if we dig a little bit deeper into moments of loss, fear, and most of all, strength.
Yes.
So, when we return, mga kauban, let's discover the human behind the music. Please don't go away, and Discoveries will be right back. Welcome back to Andy's Discoveries with Lourdes. Now, Lourdes, you went out man said in public about this experience, no? So in 2023, you were diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yes.
Can you take us back to that moment?
Yes. Actually, kind of like anniversary ko to when I felt it, and then I found out about it. I was in a trip for nag-judge kong event. Nag-judge kong event somewhere in Mindanao. And then I had to fly to Manila to meet with the team for Girl with a Broken String. We were doing a book tour by then. And then, before my trip to Manila, again, when you travel, you've been traveling a lot, you do an everything shower. So like, you know, like you're very thorough and all that. And breast cancer runs in my family. So, in my dad's side, it hasn't skipped a generation, meaning my great-grandma had it, my great-grandma had it, my grandma or iyahang igsuon pod had it, my aunt had it. And so, when I felt it, instantaneously, nisod gid sa utok nga, I think I have it. So, when I got out of the shower, as in, kanaging feeling how ang kay imong tiyan nga pero mura kag kasakaon, and I was very out of body siya nga experience because I already had the gut feeling that it was there. Granted that I didn't experience any other symptoms, so I didn't experience any pain or anything, but when I felt it sa akong right nga breast, it was still small, but very hard. As in, when you touch it, kanang gahi good kay siya. It doesn't move, kanang tender siya ba. So, I kind of worried, why didn't I notice this before? Mura kog, has this always been here? Wako kabantay? I always do like kanang self nga breast screening.
Because of your history sa
Because
family?
Because of my history. I've never felt this before. So, nagpanic ko, but at the same time, I knew that if I let my emotions get like ahead of me, I didn't tell anyone. Didn't tell my family, didn't tell my partner ato nga time, didn't tell my friends. I kept it to myself. After that, before flying out, nag-screen ko. It's really there. So yung ko nga naagid siya, okay, I'm going to Manila because I have work. It's a commitment that I've already said yes to. Okay, I'll go there, I'll work. Didn't tell anyone. Pero sa koto kato nga time, muna gid ni, cancer gid ni, ka-feel gid ko, ana gid. The thing is, I was supposed to stay in Manila for a long period of time. Siguro mga like 10 days. And I got to Manila October 1.
October
1. October 1, we did the show. October 2, October 3. October 4, I got an inquiry. I believe, yeah, October 4. I got an inquiry for from the city of Mandaue.
Okay.
They said, "Hi, could you perform this October 6 man siguro to or
For
7,
Pink
I
October?
believe." I didn't know na it was
Okay.
Pink October. Can you perform karong October 7, let's say ano nga time? We have kuan na may activity in front of the City Hall sa Mandaue. Hopefully, you could join us. Ato sa akong thinking mainly good is sayang if I don't take this gig because anisay lang kwarta na onya for sure magpa-check up gid ko. So I'm gonna get this gig without asking details about the event. I said yes immediately to it.
Okay.
I said yes immediately to it, and then after I said nga, okay, we're flying early. We're flying home early. I want to take this gig. And in my head also, I also need to get checked as soon as possible. Pag abot og kanang October 6, of course, nanay briefing and everything. I don't know why. Like, they gave me a brief of what was gonna happen, but nothing registered to me what the program was about. Because I was always worried ba. Ako lang is, I need to perform tomorrow in ani-nana. And then the day of the performance, right before I was about to go up on stage, na-added to ang mga like they showed an AVP of the breast cancer survivors.
Okay.
So they showed an AVP saying early detection is the best way to fight cancer. They stated nga mas maayo na ang ato ang like medications ron, the technology ron, the research and all that. Like these are real women who have survived cancer. So ako pag-anan ko nga, this is a sign. This is really a sign right before I was gonna perform. And then the last thing they said is, we have free services for all women because it's Pink October at Park Mall. Ato nga time sa Park Mall ilang activation. And then the last thing, she really looked at the camera and she said, now there's no reason for you to not get yourself checked. Prevention is the best way to fight cancer.
Grabe, nanimbaut akong balhibo
As in,
namin.
when she said that, padung nakugsakan, ni-off na ang LED. Kahilak ko, nakayo ko, and then I said, Happy Pink October, everyone! Let's fight breast cancer! Yeah, and I have not told anyone about kanang what I knew or what I felt. So moto, I performed. After that, when I went off stage, my then partner, during that time, I broke down. I said, can you accompany me? Kuyugi ko tomorrow dayon ato ta sa Park Mall.
Free screening.
Ato sa Park Mall. Kanang kuan man unsi tawag ani magpa-check up ta. Siya nga naman ano. I felt something. I think it's cancer.
Grabe, ang universe, no? Will lead you to where you're supposed to be.
The next day,
nagpa-check up ka.
Pa-check up din ko. Although I was very broken because I already felt na impending doom, but my hopes were still high because I saw so many women like really line up, have that initiative to like get themselves checked. Get themselves checked. So, muto linya ko, nagpa-breast screening ko. Pag breast screening pala nako, ma'am, mo prescribe me og ultrasound nimo, can you do it as soon as possible? So from that, ako apong partner during that time, she also had herself checked.
Okay.
Kay kanang gikuyugan po ko niya, also siya po checking on herself.
So nagpa-ultrasound ka?
Oh, nagkuyog pa ming duha, pagawas na mo ana siya nako. I'm okay. Like okay ra ako daw. Ikaw, okay ra ko nga. No, like they really asked me to get an ultrasound. So I went straight to the nearest hospital. And then when I got there, pa-schedule and go ultrasound. When I got results from ultrasound, after a couple of days, they told me nga, advised nga mammogram, pero mas better, I would say, if possible, mapabiopsy na dayon siya. So moto, I had my biopsy scheduled, mammogram scheduled, and then...
Pero pa ka ba mo mama ni?
No one. So,
ibang partner pa lang.
Akong partner pa lang. So, my partner during that time, I really explained to her nga, I hope you can keep the secret for now. Kay, ako man sad good, ato nga time, up until like now, I'm already like able to get up on like recover hinay-hinay nga makasupport na pag ko nila balik financially. But ever since, I have been like supporting my family. So, ang akong worry is, if I tell them like half the news without any certainty, without any plan on how I'm gonna fight this, it's just gonna add additional kanang burden or like emotional nga. Like, I don't want them to worry. I know they will be worried, pero ganahan ko nga when I tell them about the news, I also have a plan.
Okay.
Para they don't have to worry about it. Like, plan meaning, plan for me to fight it, and plan for hopefully, like, I can still support them.
So fast forward to the day that your diagnosis was confirmed.
Yes.
This was after your biopsy.
Yes. So, I got my confirmation good sa diagnosis pag October 24. Pag October 24, I got the kuan na gyud kanang results na gyud.
So, mani, butang siya sa envelope ka na?
Yes, nagyud siya sa envelope, and then initially ana is tagaan ang katong doctor nga nag-order ana. So, when I went there, akong gihatag niya ang pinakabaw na good si doc kay makita man nilang results. I gave her the results, so she opened it, and then she explained to me, okay, you've been diagnosed with kanang breast cancer. It's non-ductal, I forgot the exact term, scientific term, pero kana. So, kanang, we'll need to do like breast panel para mas defined ang staging. So, I did a couple more tests.
So, what stage was it man?
So, I have, after all of the tests, kay, na-diagnose ko with stage 2 B, stage 2B breast, HER2, ER, PR, and HER2 positive breast cancer. So, it's triple positive.
So, pagkadawat ni mo ani nga diagnosis, like, since you felt that lump, you already had a gut feeling that it was positive, no? But did you still go through that stage of denial? Or murag, adto na ka sa seeking treatment na?
Honestly, the moment I felt it, I had the mindset nga autopilot na nga go straight to treatment. Kanang find all the possible ways to get treatment. Research, have a first, second, third opinion, explore like kanang unsay best kanang approach for treatment, and also plan out financially for it. Like autopilot na gid siya sa ako ang utok. I felt the grief of kanang brag ni hit na nako nga I really have cancer. I already felt it actually super late, midway na sa ako ang chemo treatment, which was months after na the diagnosis. Because dito na ko ka-feel nga kanang kapoy kutas nga kanang yung I really am like sick yun nga kanang. And with chemotherapy man good, what people like the misconception is, you know, you could be, like, especially with the early diagnosis, usually, man good, dili pa kayo ma-feel ang symptoms or like, di gud siya mahibawan unless you get the biopsy and all that. So, you feel okay. I felt okay. When I found out about the lump, I didn't feel nga sakit. Di ko luya na. But when you go through chemotherapy,
Diha na.
Chemotherapy kills the cancer cells, but it also kills your good cells.
Right.
So, my oncologist, my doctors always say, it gets worse before it gets better. So, for you this is not like a kanang one-time thing. It's a whole like marathon. Gid siya nga. It's stretched out like sa treatments ba. So, I just had to remind myself because side effects of chemo, it really like changes you. Kanag yung, and also affects you mentally. the medication. So, dito.
I want to know, Geng, kanang what the hardest part of your journey was. I'm curious as to how you informed your family and
kana.
also your journey sa imong recovery process. So,
Okay.
tubago na ni Lourdes, mga kauban, don't go away. Andy's Coveries will be right back. Welcome back to Andy's Coveries. We are still with Lourdes. So, before we elaborate on the treatment and your recovery, curious ko, how did you tell your family about the positive diagnosis? Because while listening to your story about going through the examinations alone, and I have a daughter ba, I think maka-imagine sad ko nga, if she had to go through that alone without me by her side, mergo, heartbreaking kayo. So, yun sa nimo pagsulti nila?
Kuan, I told my sister first. And I told her a month after na. So, probably end of October, nearing like first week of November na. Kay, months before ko na-diagnose, months before all of this happened, I surprised, me and my partner back then, we surprised my sister with a birthday gift nga, tickets to Hamilton. So, we planned this whole Manila trip, nga mag-food trip, tanaw tag Hamilton, break sa trabaho and all that. So, I didn't want to spoil the trip. I wanted to retain the intention of really making my sister happy. Kay treat good for her. So, maoto.
Grabe ha, oy, that must have been really hard for you nga kanang gustong isulti and you want to enjoy the show. Did you enjoy Hamilton?
Oh, enjoy man sa nako. The red dress pa ko. I really dressed up for it. Nga kanang yung how they do it in the West End ba nga. You really prepare for it, hair and all.
Perfect. The whole time you must have had a lump in your throat, no?
Yes, but at the same time, I also what made me what I realized also is it's already there. So I have to make the most of my life. Meaning, I don't want to waste. Of course, it's really important to feel your feelings and process, whatever is happening. But at the same time, you need to be present. So at present, this is what's gonna happen. I have to really live it because it's not coming back. And I don't know if I'm gonna live tomorrow. Nagaling a feeling. So I really enjoyed it. I love Hamilton. I know that the whole musical, the back of my hand, I can sing through it. So I'm I'm gonna enjoy this.
You're not throwing away your shot.
Yes, I am not throwing away my shot. Nagaling. So, maoto, food trip, Hamilton, and all that. The night before flying back to Cebu, nito na ko ka-feel nga murag, I think I need to sit down with my sister. I need to tell her first, then we will tell our parents together. So, I told her, we were packing our stuff. Palit pamig mga pasalubong, ato mamig binondo, ha? Din ko niya nga, book, I have to tell you something, kalma lang. You need to, calm down kay. I thought it through, ako'y plano, niya. Na-process na po na ako. Pero pagod na ako na-process good, anak ko niya, nako'y cancer. Naibawaan ako by end of September to early October, nako'y na-feel, nagpa-check up din ko dito. So, I did all of the tests. We're discussing treatment plan. Inanin, ana. Ayaw yung initial reaction. Sure, uy. Pag sure, uy. Iko nga, lagi, I have breast cancer. It stayed. Ato nga time, murag waiting for the last couple of tests na lang to nga results. So, it was stage 2A pa. Stage 2A, breast cancer. Non-ductal, breast carcinoma. Yun siya nga. Pag-joke, good mo. Kasi mo mag-joke. Uy. That's murag, I think reaction lang to niya nga, murag disbelief ba.
You're very sibling-like conversation.
Yeah. She kept pushing, pag-sure ba? Pag inana. Lagi. Siya nga. unsa may plano nimo? Unsa may buhaton nato? So ako kay kanang nag-wait pa ko sa final results, ongoing pa mixer sa treatment plan. Mga ikugtabang pag-inform nila mamig daddy. So naghinila kay mi kadiyot. And then after ana siya nga, maokira ka. Maokira gyud ka. Ako kay, press akong head kay murag. Dito kuan man good, we're not the type of family nga like very like
Sweet ka ayo.
sweet
A showy.
or loving, a showy dili. It's more of like okay ra ka. Okay ra gid ka. We don't say I love you, ana wala gid na before. Sa mo to yun siya nga. Sige, ignalang ko sa akong matabang. Because my sister's also a nurse. So, kana pag uli na mo, ma-feel gid nako sa airplane nga hinuktok na siya, hilak na siya. Kung ay hilak murag defense mechanism ba? Ay hilak, wag ko hilak. Ana ba? Medyo toxic siya gamay, pero kanang that was how we coped with it. And then a week after, I arranged lunch with my parents. So, niadto po may Park Mall. Sa Park Mall, niadto. Ato may Park Mall. Mga unta na. Ngaon sa mi, I wanted everyone to enjoy the meal also. After na, kay said, naamiingon ni MM ninyo, na. My sister's MM. So, akong sister kinitan ara pud nako nga murag giapil gyud ko nimo no nga ikaw may dapat mo storya. And then I told them, ko nga I have breast cancer, kanang saon ta man kadaog gyud ko sa raffle.
Unsay first gingon si mong mom?
Yun siya nga, burag na wag gid sila ka process. Burag gid sila og natanga at first. Unya, they just broke down crying and then I kept telling, ayong gila kay nata sa restaurant. Okay ra ko. Like, okay na ni, nagplano ra ko. Like, I kept reassuring them na it's okay. Like, I'm gonna fight. Kanang, I'm gonna make, munang ningon ko ninyo ron, munang sa ko ningon for a 1 whole month, kay akong giplano tanan, kay ako mo fight ko ani. So,
Grabe mo, oy. Grabe kay ka-selfless nga, even through this journey ba, sila imong giunahon na.
di man sad gug ko ganahan nga, kanang, because like I said, I've been supporting them. So, I don't want them to worry so much because my parents are old. So, as much as possible, ganahan ko nga, kanang, di pun mahasol. Because I know di man sila nga mahasol sila. Pero as long as kaya nako,
What was for you, looking back at your journey, what was the most difficult part? Was it the positive diagnosis? Was it that moment at Park Mall? Was it chemotherapy? As it pinaka bugat for you?
bugat, I think the whole journey was very hard mangyud. And the thing with it manggod is it's extended. Kay kanang it's not just nga okay one time ma-feel mo ni and then you like especially in treatment you go through treatment, that's your day 0, and then day 1 to 11 is usually the days where you feel all of the side effects. So extended siya. Ana ba? I think the whole thing was hard. The whole journey was hard, but I think it hit me after one of my sessions, probably around the 3rd or 4th chemo session ako. Kanang I was like I lost weight because everything tasted like rust or blood, so I didn't have appetite, but kanang as in kuan gyud down gyud kaayo ko ato. And then I would sleep in the room with the lights off nya. Dili na ko makaya if like someone like checks upon me nga mo touch na ko, everything felt painful. Ana gali dito ni hit na ko nga kanang ato nga time when I tried to get up to go to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I did not recognize myself at all. Nga murag di gyud ni ako like kanang ato nga time nagkita gid ako nga the life was sucked out of me. But at the same time, I know I'm fighting. I still have been like fighting ato nga time. But I think dito ni sink in ako nga, I really am sick. Like, I'm sick and kanang, I have to like, I'm not used to depending on other people or asking for help because I've always been used to doing things alone. So dito ka-realize na ko nga, kanang, blessed kay ko because I really literally have a whole village of people supporting me, helping me, making sure nga, you know, the medical team, making sure I get the best treatment. So kana, dito na ako na feel nga, dito na nihit na ko nga, nasakit yun ko. But at the same time, I'm grateful because I have to get to this point to get to the other end where I'm already better, which is here today nga. You know, I'm okay.
When you started to share about your story publicly, when you started posting videos, nag-post kag photos about that moment when you shaved your head, no?
Yeah, I shaved my head.
Nag-shave ka daan, di ba, before the chemo?
Yes, because I knew nga, dira usually mo down ang, kung baga, like spirits sa patient or sa, if you're fighting cancer, is when you see yourself deteriorate. Because again, it gets worse before it gets better. Right? Physical manifestation of that one is, makita gyud nimo nga, mulagas imong
hair.
Buhok. Yeah. And there are patients or survivors who chose to like let it happen. And in my case, it was a personal choice to shave it off ahead because my hair has always been something I never had to worry about. Kay baga gyud kay kog buhok nga kanag yung sa una kanang hinapayan kasi mong mama padong eskwela, like prepare gyud everything, daghan kay mga pugong, mo na gyud akong mama purya gaba, baga kay kag buhok,
makaputol kag lastiko.
In ana gyud.
Ka-relate ko.
Yeah, and it's always something that I took for granted. Kay mag-think ko, like kanang baga mo kog buhok, like what ako worry, Anna. It's not like perfect hair because it's also like frizzy, but baga gid buhok. So kabalo ko sa akong self, if I see myself losing hair, it might affect me.
Yeah.
So, ko nga, how do I prevent that from happening?
So gisugat na lang nimo dahil.
Yeah, how do I stop cancer from taking that power over me? So, then let's switch the narrative. What I can do is, you know what? I think I would look really good with a bald head. Like, I think I could pull it off with like makeup. So, ato nga time,
And you did.
I really did explore makeup and jewelry. I think I could do this. Like, feel na ko, I could be like feel na ko basig R&B icon ko. And anak ko good things akong self. Sumuton ko nga, sige, I'll shave my head. So, and what's good with that is I didn't have to do it alone. My partner back then, props to her for being so supportive throughout her whole journey. So, she had the breast screening with me, right? She also shaved her head with me. So, kana. Thank you, kayo, JD. You're a big part of my journey.
Down to my last two questions, gang. When you started sharing your story publicly online, what was the most touching message that you've received from anyone?
I get a message from someone asking me, "Hi, I've been following, I came across your journey. I saw your video, and then I feel like I have cancer because I feel it. Naka-feel ko no siya. And then, can I ask for recommendations for like doctors from you? Or like, can you tell me like how you did it? It was very like impactful because it's impactful to me because initially I did hesitate sharing about my journey because there is that option where I don't have to be public about it. But it was also a way of me to cope and to remind myself that I'm not alone doing this. And also to remind other women that you can choose not to fight this battle silently. That there will always be people who will support you. That, as women, we already carry so much. We already carry so much. So when we do go through something as scary as breast cancer, we can always ask for help.
Right. And would this be your greatest learning also from that experience?
Yeah, like
Because as a strong, independent woman, no? We can also be vulnerable.
yeah, be vulnerable. There is beauty in weakness. It's a matter of perception. Being able to acknowledge like whatever weakness or challenge you're going through, that's already regaining your power. Labi na kani, labi na like it's Pinktober, it's Pink October. I really like urge all women as part of loving ourselves and taking care of ourselves to get ourselves regularly checked. Pink October is a reminder of that one.
How are you now, Mangen?
I'm good now. Ang tawag ani, I had my last
cancer-free.
yes, but I'm still in like monitoring and management because I got clear results for my PET scan end of year last year, and I also had like follow-up nga mammogram, ultrasound, CT scan, and other like blood works and lab tests to see. And so far, everything is clear. Praise God.
Thank you, Lord.
I'm maintaining that one and also really taking care of myself. So, I've been more active. Kanang kuan, like small things because, you know, as you can see, I'm not the healthiest. But I have efforts. So, I try my best to walk 10K steps a day. I try to go to the gym at least 3 to 4 times a week. Strength training because ang nindot sa strength training is your muscles can be your best defense against cancer.
Happy Kiko for you because you've mentioned about the village that's supporting you, no?
Yeah,
I was one of those
good.
praying for you, Gyud, in your journey. I would just want to end on a fun note. Very quick lang, random fast talk questions. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
I am a night owl.
Writing songs or performing live?
I don't know. I'm a whole new person when I perform live.
Cebu lechon or siomai sa tisa?
Cebu lechon. Lechon will always be something I will never get bored of.
Last song you had on repeat?
Man I Need.
Dream collab?
Dream collab. Oh my goodness. The artist of Man I Need, Olivia Dean. I want to collaborate with her on a song or write a song for her. I don't know.
Favorite lyric that you've ever written?
2 cents. Okay. Let all the walls tumble down to pieces, no matter the wreckage.
Pink outfit or pink lipstick?
Pink outfit.
What's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear?
After everything you've been through?
After everything, having a life not fully lived.
Something people don't know about you?
I have a thing for going up and down escalators. I always count to 3 before I ride an escalator.
Really?
Yeah, so like I step on, pagpadong ako escalator, no? Wait sa ko, count 1, 2, 3, and then dito ko masakay. So, if you see me and then naanay nag-atang sa loyon ako, kay nag-count pa 1, 2, 3, that's why. Nag-count pa ko 1, 2, 3.
So, kung may traffic sa escalator, naa si Lourdes dito.
Yes. I don't know. I always count like 1, 2, 3.
Okay, go. Message you tell yourself on tough days?
On tough days, I remind myself that I survived last year. I can survive anything. Ano lang. I've been through a lot and I can face so much more. Makaya ra gyud.
Laban lang yun.
Laban lang gyud.
Thank you kayo, gang, for
Thank
sharing
you.
your story. Nagpugong-pugong ko sa akong hilak nga naminaw, but I
Don't want
really...
to again. Teary-eyed ako. Unfair.
I really admire your courage. I know it's
Thank
been
you.
a while since
has
I requested,
been.
but I really waited for you to be ready
Yes. Fun
to
fact,
share
guys.
your story.
Utangan gud kog interview ni Andy because last year she did reach out to me
Yeah,
and
but-
I really like want to like share the story, but I felt during that time, number one, the story is still like incomplete because I was still going through it, and at the same time, I think during that time also, I felt like comparing to my point of view now, I have so much hope. Feel na ko I would be such a last year. Like, kanang feel na ko I was such in a difficult and dark time.
Right.
It would not lift up people's spirits. It would scare them off.
This is our Mandaue City moment. No, nga kanang everything has its perfect timing. So,
kaayog yun.
ano yun?
Pero nanimbaw itong balibot sa Mandaue.
as
Imagine,
in.
pagsakan ako sa stage. Yung kung alang siya nga, we have kanang free services because it's Pink October
Para imo
na
gito.
sa kanang Park Mall. There's no reason for you to not get checked.
Diba?
Diba? Ako kay, yes, ma'am.
And you know what? I think this interview is also serving its purpose because someone might be watching and might be manifesting
Definitely.
symptoms. So, ano lang yun, padayon na kita
Yes.
sa pag-auhag about proper information, proper education. So,
Yes.
thank you kaayo, gang,
Thank
for
you
sharing your
kaayo.
story.
Yes.
And we pray for more blessings,
More
rackets,
blessings.
more gigs, and many more songs to
Yes,
come.
many more songs, hopefully. And yeah, like, thank you kaayo, gang. And to all the women watching this, let's take care of our health. And let's be proactive about it. Early detection, as soon as you feel something, do your breast screenings regularly. Go see a doctor. Do not be afraid to like face it. And padayon lang kita sa tong fight against breast cancer and cancer in general. I know a lot of people who are, survivors of breast cancer and all other types of cancers. Padayon lang kita. And those who have lost their fights, you are in our thoughts. And we are continuing our fight because of you.
Thank you, Kaayo Gang. Thank you, everyone, mga kauban, for watching this. So, as Lourdes mentioned, no, pink in October is more than just a color. It's about love, compassion, strength, and most of all, taking action. This has been
Yes.
Andy for Andy's Coverings.